G'day Scrappers, Mennace here with another episode of Scrap Mechanic, and we are in my test world, and I wanted to share a couple of things with you before we get into making the video for today. The first thing I want to show you is this. Now this is an idea for another ride that I've had suggestions for, and I can't recall the exact name of the ride, but this is how it works. So basically, if it was possible, this is too small unfortunately, I'd pop a chair there. Think of this on a larger scale. Somehow we're going to pull it off, and seats will be sort of placed along here like that, right? And that's along the middle. Along the outside, we have three different axes in which the entire centerpiece will spin on. Now, I've got them hooked up to three bearings, 1, 3, and 2. I don't know why I did them in that order, but anyway, we're just going to do this. Turn it all the way down. Put you on loop. And I'll show you how it works. Basically like that. So it's kind of like a gyro, I guess. And I think that even from here, the machine will actually spin on an axis, like as if this was attached to the ground. So that would then spin sort of around like that. I don't know. But that's an idea for a possible future. We're going to continue on a little bit further with the theme park. And I'm thinking I'll be able to go into Peanutland and build this next thing. I'm going to turn this off and let it not spaz out, which is great. So the next thing I want to work on is something highly requested by you lovely people, and that is the Teacup ride. So I want to build just a small scale in here for now of how it would work. Let's do this. Let's do it like a sort of small scale. And I'm going to have to hollow all of this out and then put teacups on top like this. And it'll be a little bit more of a pleasant ride, I guess you could say. So I want to go like this. Oh, that's definitely not right. I wanted to right click. So right click this. Then we want to go 1, 2. Is that right? I think we can go one more. Like that. Alright, cool. Then we'll put in the middle here somewhere the teacups. That'll do for now. Whatever. I'll finish this off really quickly. Okay, so I made this square base of it, and this is kind of where I want it to do its thing. We'll remove all this because this actually doesn't need to be here. We just want on these few points around here for all the teacups to go on. Now, I don't know if I want to do 2-man teacups, 3-man teacups. That's not working. Or 4-man teacups. Let's see. Maybe just be like a simple one for now with just 2. And depending on how we can generate speed and whatnot, we always can resort to the lovely suspension, which is always a good suspension torque. So we'll make some platforms like this, in which this can spin on. It needs to be an odd number. That was too many. Like that. Put some more of this. Then like that. That's right, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. You don't even know what I just said. We might be able to just, for now, put 2 seats on. It's not enough. These seats are rather heavy and rather large. So like that. And that'll do for now. Let's see if I can actually do the same on the other side without these hitting. I think this will be a little bit too close. We went, was it 4, 2, 3, like this. I can remove this one as well, actually. We'll just remove all of them. I only really need 2. That's not centered though. Yeah, see, that's another issue I guess we have with this. I want them to turn on the center bearing, but we may have to offset them just for even weight distribution like this. Like that. See, it's going to hit here. So for now, we'll make the 4 just like this. Did I even... I did put a bearing there. Whew. I was a bit concerned that the bearing was not hooked up to that, and things would have gone horribly wrong. So I'll make a couple more of these, And then once it's done, we'll hook it up to some controllers and engines and whatnot. Cool. All right, we've got that set up now. We need to just extend this out so I can build a little area to put some engines. We can use the electric engines because they do generate more torque, allowing you to create push heavier structures within the game. So you can come over to here and you can just push that one. And then we want a different speed probably for these ones out here. So that can be just as simple as that. And you know what? This could be quite an easy build if we don't go too huge on the scale of things. So we'll find out in a minute how it's going to behave within the world. I've got all four. Let's put the switch on. And it's probably going to be very similar to the Scorpion in the world, Peanutland. It's already in development, but a little already inside the world, but a little bit more, I guess, relaxing and laid back. Have I got this one hooked up to here? I don't want that. Oh no, that's the right one. Stay there, buddy. So let's turn this on. They spin just fine. Then this can go. I think... Oh, wow. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? The centrifugal force is actually causing them... So these need to stop. And this needs to go the opposite direction. So let's rotate you around in the other way. I should have just done the middle one, right? That's fine. So this one's on. And this one's on. That's interesting as well. That's more like Teacup ride to me. Don't you reckon? That to me spells Teacup ride. Let's go on it. Nice and slow. We could probably turn it up a bit more. I was really ambitious with that other one. So ambitious. Not that one. You know, I want to turn you up just a bit and then you up one as well. That's better. That's more like... We could go even more so. But I think it'll work just fine. The physics is not spazzing out. We make it on a bit bigger of a scale. It doesn't have to be huge. It can be a circle like the lovely, what's it called? The Vomitron. That actually is a really scary ride. It'd be good to do this with just engines and not have to resort to using the springs, which is fine. But I'm pretty happy with the result of that. I am all open for suggestions on this one. We're going to leave this here for now. What I want to do is make a bigger scale of this. And I think we're going to run into a few limitations with this one, though. The issue being, obviously, these bearings not behaving like a solid bearing, more like suspension, bizarrely. Bizarrely is not a word, but it is now. Welcome to Peanutland. Let's start this off by creating a rather large pillar for us to build on. And we'll do it in the style of Peanutland. Let's pop you in here. We don't need that for now. We do just want to get rid of the bearing because reasons. We'll get this up in here. And we'll see how we go creating this thing. Just trying to figure out a way. What we might do is put this here, right? Put a block in there. Put a block in there and a bearing in here. And from here, we're going to create a little bit of a limb for this to rotate on ever so slightly. Or will it be better, I think, if we might even have to use counterweights. Now, I've had people comment on how counterweights would really help in this world of the amusement parks that I'm building, and I agree. But if I can get away without using them, the less blocks in the world, the better. But I think this time we might have to do it. We are going to create one that's not too big. So block, bearing, and then do I have a T-bar here? We do. We'll pop the T-bar on there. T-piece. Like that. Alright, and then from here, we can put our lovely little bottom of the roller coaster, or Actually, you know what? Bottom of the roller coaster. It's more like a, I don't know. There's a thing called the Wipeout at Dreamworld in Australia, but similar to that, but not quite. And then I'll put this on here too. Wrong way, dingus. Down you go. So from here, we will create another block just to have some separation. And then we're going to make a really large scale of this. And it's going to be, by large, I mean extra large. This is going to be huge. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's huge. Okay, we've got the initial frame for the first axes, and I have to make sure that I have indeed done this correctly. So we only need to count this out. So let's like that. Yeah, like that. That's where we want it. Cool. There is a center to this bad boy. We'll put in you. Actually, we'll put in a block first because we want that buffer. You know, you need that buffer so things do not hit, because obviously the bearings have a bit of flex in them. Always remember that when you're building a scrap mechanic. The bearings are not as you think they are. I'll make this big old square, which should be easy if I could navigate around. I really can't wait until they add flying in this game. Oh, creative mode is going to be 10 times better. They do plan on doing it. I'm pretty sure it's coming at some point, along with all the other things that they're promising. Hopefully survival in the next few months, fingers crossed. That'd be a really good thing to have in our lovely game. I'd love to do the survival series in Scrap Mechanic. It'd just be so much fun to see what they come up with. I'm going to have to create some kind of jigger on this to get up to the right level, because I need to obviously see at the top here. Don't push me off. That is really frustrating thing also, is that if you are not in the right spot on the lift, it'll just kick you right off. It's like, nah, I'm out of here, bruh. Do this and do this. That one's cool. And then we want to get rid of all this garbo and put in the final axis for where the seats will sit. So I want to put it in here, put a buff, and then it's just going to be a simple, this one's going to be, lol, I messed that up. Let's connect this up properly. You can go there, you can go there, you can go there. We can delete that because we do not need that at all. That was a bad thing. What I want is put this block here. We can make it like 2 like that. That's fine. Just like so. Now this is going to be very different to the rest of the frame anyway, because it's only be attached on one side, and I'm really worried that the weight is going to cause some issues. Let's get up on here. Like the weight at this end of the center bar will actually sort of bend and bow, if that makes sense. We not connected up a bearing yet. We missed one. It's fine. Now we're nice and straight. So without using one, we'll put a little switch on here, get out our connect tool, use that into there. Then we'll program in ignoring number 1. Oops, that's not right. Yes, yes, and yes. Slow, full bore on the rotations. And that looks like a whole heap of fun, to me anyway. So I don't think we can really... Well, actually, no, I can put some more weight on here. I really don't like that, how they behave in that manner too. So let's put a T-bar on here and try and beef up the counterweight in this thing. So I want to put the counterweight this way. Like that. Actually, do we have anything heavier? This is medium weight. Need something that is heavyweight. Lightweight, lightweight, lightweight. Well, we got metal bars. I think this stuff's heavyweight. Yeah, we could jimmy rig up some of this. What else is this? That's heavyweight. You know what? We might do some testing. Let's see what the heaviest item in the game is, because I've done this already, And I think I found that... Oh, you dingus. Some of these things don't have the a true heavy weight, and some things do. Does that need to... Okay, sweet. So what we'll do is we'll use this. I think these are pretty heavy. We use this and this is heavyweight. So all three different things are heavyweight. I will have to get electric engine out later. Let's see who is the heaviest. Hopefully this is a good scale for stuff. A good way of testing. Well, okay, that one wins. So we'll hook it back up. Get rid of you. See how you behave, mate. Cool, that is very heavy item. All right, we'll get rid of that. That is definitely going to be put onto here somehow. I don't want to stick it out that way. We'll just do that. For now, how did I put that on? Was it like that? Looks like it. Okay, let's disconnect this from the entire thing and pop down an electric engine. Then we need to put some seats on, because obviously nothing's going to work without the seats. Hook you up here. Oh, I don't think it's going to be high enough. Actually, you know what we could do? So maybe just use a controller for now, and it can just swing back and forth, just to see if it'll work. You go in there. You go in there. Just do that. That's a little bit too much. We'll go like 30 and then 30. Then like that. Turn it down just a wee bit. And this should work. It needs to go like 60, mate. What? See, this is what's annoying. Maybe it's this thing getting caught. Yeah, it is. Okay, we can actually just get rid of these and replace them with this instead. Can you go back to where you were? Oh, because obviously, yeah, okay. It's not going to do that. Let's just turn all this down. Get you back to reset position. That's interesting. I just need to figure out a way to get this to work. I wonder, will it even do 360 nice and slowly? Yeah, no, not way. Well, anyway, it'll work. We just need to make this a lot taller. You can get out of there. Let's see how this goes. All right, cool. Now let's put some seats on it. If you want to stop for a second. Like, look at this thing drop. Let's have a crack. Looks like fun. And I think it'd be even more fun if we add that extra axis in there. Do you understand what I mean? Once this whole thing's sort of swinging around, it'll be super fun to go on. Look at his arms spazzing out like crazy. Well, anyway, that's it for this little episode of Scrap Mechanic. I hope you enjoyed the testing that we've done. We've got teacups and we've got this ridiculous gyro thing, which I'm going to let you guys name. If you have a name for it, let me know. It could be like, I don't know, the milkshake, because you're going to end up like a milkshake after doing this. Especially if we turn it up. Oh, let's do that. Let's turn it up really quickly. Just because we like to break things. And this is our world where stuff's going to break. Whoa! I'm never going to be able to get that back. But it's okay because we're going to do more the real thing. Hopefully very soon. Probably doesn't help with this. Oh, look at the... See, this is what I'm talking about, man. You see this? Do you see what's going on here? Yeah. That needs to be fixed. But anyway, that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy some more Scrap Mechanic. Let me know in the comments below. As always, if you have any suggestions or a suggestion for a name, as you can see here, this thing's totally stuffed now. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.